Hey y'all, it is me, Azalea. You're watching the Waycrunchy YouTube channel. I've had a trying evening. I have a cough. John has a cough. Everyone has a cough. Zinni has a cough, and she has asthma. So she was sick yesterday. I could tell she wasn't looking good. And when I say asthma, like, it can turn on her. And I was like, she don't look good. She looks like she did last year when she ended up taking an ambulance ride. So I was like, okay. So we have Medicaid. There is one urgent care open in our area on Sundays that takes Medicaid. So I was like, all right, we gotta go. It's like 3 in the afternoon, full. They wouldn't see us. They got full up on their list that they couldn't add any more people. They couldn't see any more patients. I was like, okay, well, the other option is the ER, but we're not in an emergency. So let's go back home. Let me tend to the child. We've got an albuterol inhaler. So I tend to her. We all go to sleep, wake up, to go to the bathroom. She's awake. Take her temperature. She looks terrible. Take her temperature. She's at 100. That's the temperature for her. And then I have got an oxygen reader. I put it on her little finger. She had been low because she has asthma. She had been low throughout the day, and I'll give her more inhaler. She was down to 90. 90, you need to get medical attention. I said, all right. Emergency room. Y'all, the emergency room was full, was overflowing. They were out of chairs. Not only was it a huge wait to be seen, she didn't even get to the point of being triaged. They didn't even get to the point of checking her finger. It was full, 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 full. Like, if you weren't falling out dead, about to die, you won't get back. So back home. Stayed up with her, checked her oxygen. She's just puffing and puffing on that inhaler. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to seek medical attention. And there was no medical attention. She fell asleep. I watched over her. She seemed to get into a stable place. I can check her oxygen while she's asleep. She doesn't even wake up. That's normal for her to not wake up. So I'm checking her oxygen. I'm keeping check on her, watching over her. And by this morning, her fever had broke. Her oxygen was back up to 95. I'm going to take it. I'm going to be like, yes, this is a little blessing. This little miracle. We done made it through the night without medical attention. So that means today's Monday. So there's more urgent care open. There's, it's a whole new day. And the baby's awake and, it's just way less complicated. Okay, yay. We made it to Monday. So first thing I do, and I'm trying to be number one, phone call in urgent care. You can get appointments. Get an appointment. I wanted to get an appointment for me and her, just because if I'm going in there anyway. But got an appointment for her. Did not get one for myself. We will find out what plague is upon this family, I hope, and get more medical care for her. I hope they're not going to ambulance us back to the hospital. But if you come in on an ambulance, you got a better chance of getting a bed. So let's see. Maybe I got a little sleep at 3 in the morning, but then the baby was waking up like every 30 minutes. And then woke up for good at woke up a lot around 6. Maybe I got a few more 20-minute intervals of sleep. There was I feel like I'm doing remarkably well for being a little sick and not sleeping much at all. John is a great team player through the night and the day, and I was able to take a shower this morning. And let me tell you, that shower felt like a little slice of heaven. Z seems stable. Her oxygen, I hate to do it, but I had to wake her up because I just have to keep her oxygen up until we get her to the doctor. And so, like, she'll fall asleep and her oxygen will get low. Like, she's not breathing deeply enough. I'll have to wake her up, have some more albuterol, you know. Come on, get those arms up. Breathe deep, girl. This has been a trying experience. Anyway, we'll go to the doctor later. I'm really counting down to this doctor's appointment because I'm really not comfortable having her with her oxygen this low without medical attention. But it's just like dragging this poor sick child through torture and waiting rooms and sick and sick and sick, more germs and more germs and more germs, and no medical attention and no medical attention. And I know for sure she'll get the medical attention and I can keep her comfortable. It's just like, she just got to make it through a couple more hours. Any of y'all have a child with asthma? Solidarity. Let me know in the comments. Z is crying in her sleep. Well, y'all, got Z to the doctor. I got her halfway sorted out. She's better. She slept through the night. Huckleberry slept through the night as long as I was holding him like a teddy bear. I got a night of sleep, which was helpful. But I've been having a cough and a sore throat this whole time. But, you know, just kind of pushing it to the sidelines because I got to take care of Z because she seemed like she was about to die. And while we were in the doctor's office, I had the worst coughing fit. I got like this raw, dry spot in my throat, and I just was like, I coughed so much I thought I was going to throw up in the trash can. I took my sweatshirt off, I was sweating. Anyway, I'm doing a hot salt water gargle. So as it turns out, Zizi tested positive. She has the flu. She has the flu. The flu can just be so terrible. That's my third night of being up through the night with Z. She has the flu, but also this low oxygen issue, which is maybe not just her asthma, and maybe for all of the years with Cindy. So when she was really little, she had sleep apnea, very pronounced, and snoring, hugely loud. Had tonsils, adenoids removed, and I thought that was done because she didn't have like the pronounced sleep apnea of literally stopping breathing. And that was years ago. But I think she had like, she probably needs to sleep with like a mask, like one of those things. And it makes sense. She sleeps sitting up, which they were like, to help, she'll get better breathing if she sits up. I was like, that's how she sleeps anyway. That's how she slept for years. Anyway, she's sick. I'm sick. John's sick. Luckily for Tom, he was at his dad's house. He slept through the first ER sick night with Zinnia. Good for him. And he's been at his dad's house. He's coming back today. And this sickness of the family, this exhaustion of the mother is now, I was looking, when I was filming myself a minute ago, I realized I just have this vein under my eye that didn't used to be there before. I'm exhausted. If y'all watch this channel, especially if you've been watching this channel like the whole time, like when I restarted my life over with my 2 little children, winter solstice is important to me. That's how me and my 2 little children just reestablished some tradition, some ceremony, some happiness to our lives in our own way that could never be taken from us. Anyway, the illness has now extended itself to today is Solstice Eve. Now, Santa Claus never came to visit my house when Z was little, when Tom was little, when Tom was older. When Z started going to school, she told me Santa Claus was coming. She told me. She could barely talk. She could barely say a word. She said Santa. Cookie Santa. Santa, Santa, Santa. So Santa started coming. Anyway, Santa's supposed to come tonight. And tomorrow's supposed to be the big happiness. The Solstice Eve, we do like a special dinner and like watch a holiday movie, and ZZ puts her cookies out. Stockings are hung. And my true heart just feels like I'm not gonna get to have happiness. And Solstice is what I have. Like, this is what's special to me. I gave up Christmas. Didn't want it. Because I didn't like it. I don't have like this. Solstice is what I have and created and nurtured with my family into this whole thing. It's very special to me. That's when I get to have happiness. That's kind of what it was about, you know? Like, in my past, I didn't get to have happiness for different reasons. And then after I was divorced with my 2 little children, I decided we could have happiness. I could do things my way. I could make my own happiness. I do not feel happy today. I'm assuming I have the flu. I'm sick. And Zinni obviously tested positive for the flu. And I've just worked so hard to make happy Solstice and to take care of Z the past 3 nights. And baby still breastfeeds all night long. And it was really, really cold last night. And the downstairs of my house is cold. I just can't believe we got up to Solstice Eve tonight. And this is like my favorite. This is like my favorite night and day. Y'all know my seasonal depression. My son returns. Just this winter solstice is my thing, y'all. It is my first time in my house with my new baby. And I got everyone new stockings because this is the first time we've had a mantle in many, many years since when we lived in the big White House. Well, with different sects of the family, different sects of my son's family, my daughter's family, John's family, like, we're booked solid for this season. I can't move Solstice, and they know that, you know, Z has especially been counting down for when Santa comes. And I can't move it. I can't change it. I'm just going to have to soldier through. I don't get to have a happy day this year. Hey, you guys. We made it to the winter solstice. Are we still sick? Yeah, we're still sick. I'm sicker than ever. Zydia's sickness was definitely more urgent and scary at first. And now, I guess she's on the mend. It's solstice. Santa Claus came.
Right here, big tape. Get it.
Wait
What is it, Z?
I need help.
John's helping.
There
There you go.
What is it? What is it?
a wagon.
Pull it out. I want to see.
Ah.
It looks like these eggs. There should be more.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there should be more.
Two fish.
Is that your new best friend?
Yeah, but there.
You love it? Oh,
Look.
poor little thing been so sick, but now she got a dragon. Get him aggressively opening it. Can you get this?
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's really into it.
What his head?
Come down low. Get his little face. Okay,
No, you'll be
let's take it out. Take it out.
Good boy.
Look, more.
Ball it up. Ball it up. What did he get?
He's getting there. He's getting there. He's enjoying it.
Fast spitting.
What do you need?
Now these fish are supposed to explode. If they come in front
So
of
what do
you.
you need?
And when you put the batteries in, this red part will spin, which will help, like, battle
How
bots.
fast? Now there's another fish.
I won't open it. He's scary.
I've made them go faster.
Mom, I won't open it.
Oh, look at this. Thank you, little man.
These were too
Oh,
big.
these look so nice and warm. These look really cozy.
These are made the strongest banquet ever. John, I made
It's solstice. Santa Claus came. So she opened her stocking and her presents. She didn't eat any breakfast. She had some water, but she had seaweed snacks in her stocking. She ate all her seaweed snacks. She ate her flu medicine. Took some Tylenol. I went back to sleep. And we are like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and she is still asleep. She fell on the floor asleep with her new stuffed animal. And she's resting. I woke her up to give her medicine. So she's on the mend. It's no longer, this is scary. Z is sick. But it is trying. However, the biggest breakthrough, she slept through the night. She slept in her bed through the night without incident. So she's just tired, getting well from the flu. Yesterday evening, I've had this cough and felt sick. And my cough has subsided mostly. But out of nowhere, I'm hit like a ton of bricks with a runny nose. I don't take any kind of cold medicines when I'm breastfeeding. So I just have this terrible runny nose. My nose is getting all raw and sore from wiping it. My eyes, I can feel the sinus pressure in my head. So essentially, yesterday I had a cough and achy, sicky. And then today it's like I just have the most terrible cold. My throat is sore. Like it was more scratchier. Now it's like sore, like a sore muscle. Like I've been running a mile. Anyway, Solstice is going pretty well. Presents. Boom. I didn't do as big of a pancake breakfast as I normally do. I just did a little bit of pancakes and some scrambled eggs. It was pretty good. And Zydia and John and Huckleberry went to sleep. And I started doing prep for our Solstice feast. We're going to feast. I've got an appetite still. But I'm pretty sick. Solstice. From this point forward, the light returns.